Okay, so in this video we're going to be doing a very introductory look into testing for React applications. So we're going to be looking at a combination of Jest and also React testing library, which is the Kent C. Dodds library for testing React applications. Okay, so what I have right here, I got two files open. One is just the app.js and one is the app.test.js. So what I've done to get this going is you're going to go and just run create React app basically, and that's going to get everything kind of installed right away, and that actually comes with React testing library now. So if you're in a newer version of create React app, you should be all set and ready to go. So I have this going, but basically all you'll do is run create React app and then the name of your app. And of course you got to go npx create React app. So if you've done that, that's all good and you should be up and running. So cd into your file there, and what I have here is basically just a basic form using React hooks. So I have a title, and we're basically gonna test what would be sort of like a blog or something. So I have a title and a body for supposed blog application, and then we have a state for adding, and then that's when the blog post, after we press submit, it'll be adding it. So we'll show a disabled button, and then this will just be the showing of the actual blog post. So I got that going right here. So this is basically what it looks like. So it's just a blog post with a title. So test title, and then body. We can just go test body, and then when we submit it, it's just going to show up here. So that's what we're going to try to test. All right, so let's get into this here, and I'll just show you down here. So we got an input, we got an on change, and then a text area. This is the body, have an on change, and the submit button, and then we're going to show when our state is set to show. We're going to show the title and the body there. So this is basically, you should have this all set up if you're using create React app, and you should have this app.test.js file. So you should have something like this. You might have a couple other things in here. I can't remember exactly what it comes with, but we're gonna go ahead and try and render a few things first. So we're gonna see, first of all, we're just gonna try to see if we can test that the title and the body are showing up. So we are gonna do that by using a couple things. So the first thing we're gonna do is, actually let's change this to something that is a little more appropriate. So we're going to say renders a form with a title, a body, and a submit button. So basically that's what we're going to try to test first. So let's get into this, and we're going to bring in something. So we're just going to destructure this, and we're going to bring in a function called get by place holder text, and you see the autocomplete brings it up right there. And then we're gonna, and we brought in what or it comes automatically when you start it up, the render function. So this will render this app, which is our app component, to the screen, and you get that for free with React testing library. So that's pretty nice. And then all we're gonna do is say get by placeholder text, and then we're gonna test rather that there is a title. So if we try that, that'll be our first thing. So let's go here, and all we have to do is run npm run test, and that'll start up our test. And we can see here that we have one test passed. So that's our very first test in React. So pretty simple. We get a lot of stuff from React testing library and Jest automatically. Now, an important thing when we're testing things is to see if we can go and make something fail. So if we go here, and we're getting it by placeholder text, as you can see. So that's the title here. So we're going to change this to some other random string. Save that. And when we do that, our test will rerun automatically. And we can see that, hopefully, that fails. So we can see that it fails, and we can see that we're not getting the title. So that's great. Important thing about testing is trying to make sure that you can fail if you want to. It means your tests are running, and that's kind of the red-green cycle you'll hear people talk about. So we have a couple of things we want to try to get, and one of them is the body. So we're just going to copy that down and go body and make sure that passes, and it does. So we see that, and then we're also going to try to test that there is a submit button. So we're going to bring another thing in here, and that's the get by, or it's already brought in. So that's the get by text here. So we're going to use that here, and we're going to say get by text. And we're going to say, I think it's just submit, right? Slash submit. Okay, so this should show us that we have a submit button. So hopefully we're still passing here. Again, we just have one test going at the moment, and we're all putting everything in there. Now that we have this, we're showing that our all the elements are showing up on the page here, which is great, but we also want to test that this form and the submit button works. So when we submit, as you can see in this, we're going to be setting the adding to true. So that, and then we'll use that to add this disabled to the button. So when adding is true, this will be disabled, and then when adding is false, like to start, it will not be. So right now, you type something into here, you don't want to be able to press the submit a million times in case, in theory, you're going to like a back end or whatever and adding a bunch of blog posts when you only want to add one. So we're going to set this disabled attribute to true, which will disable the submit button. And actually, we can see that here when we press submit. You see it's grayed out, meaning it is currently disabled. So we want to test that that is working. So in order to do that, we're just going to come back here, and we're going to go and add const submit button, and that equals this. And then we're going to go down, and we're going to bring in something up here, and this is going to be fire event, and that's from React testing library as well. So we'll bring that in, and we'll go fire event, and then we'll go, the event that we're going to fire is a click event. So when that's clicked on, we're going to go, when the submit button's clicked on, we're going to call that, sorry, this is not a fire event dot click rather. And we're going to say expect, oh, I don't know why it's doing that, autocorrect here, and we're going to go submit button, and we're going to say to be disabled, spell that right, and then we're going to see if that is green, and there we go, that's all passing too. So we're testing here, we can go back and see if we can get it red again. So we can actually just try by taking this out and then see if that works. So now that fails because it's not disabling the button on click. So we go back, get it green again. There we go. All right, so that's a very introductory look at kind of testing your first component in React with Jest and React testing library. If you want to see some more about testing or have suggestions for other either JavaScript videos, React videos, or really any videos you'd like to see, leave a comment below. But that's it for now, and thanks for watching.